Peace, 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 and good afternoon, good morning, good evening, whatever time of day it might be, wherever you might be located at. It's your boy, Sincere Seven, coming to you live and direct from the Psychonaut Academy of Detroit, the Florida edition. Um, I'm feeling good, so don't let my face or the energy that I um, speak in today throw you off. I'm feeling great. I went deep in my microdosing today, and I've took care of my business, ran a lot of errands and things like that, and all day I've had my headphones in, listening to music to calm my soul, which I don't do a whole lot of, but it allows me to stay inside of my brain, inside of my mind, and when I do that, even though I'm listening to different music, it really brings me in tune with what is I, what is it that I'm feeling? What is it that I'm thinking? What is it that is going on within my consciousness that I feel that I want to communicate to my peoples? And I just got back from the Condor Approach in Austin, Texas, which I absolutely love. Anybody out there that's any type of coach, any type of counselor, any type of light work, anything like that, and you want to become a psychedelic informed coach, the Condor Approach, I highly recommend. And so being out there and spending time with my family, I um, am feeling today some conversations that took place while I was out there that I've been kind of just going around, and y'all know my Kush and Coffees, this is philosophy at its greatest. This is not a who's right and a who's wrong. If you study philosophy, it's the love of talking, it's the love of conversing, it's the love of sharing ideas and thoughts. And with that, today I want to talk about constructs. Constructs is a concept um, that is talking spoken about at the Condor Approach, and it brings up a lot of emotions and a lot of thoughts and a lot of feelings within the container while we're in there. And so the after conversations that I had with my fellow Condor coaches and a lot of things that were brought up, I am feeling some type of way about, and I would just like to express that within my own platform. So for those of y'all who are not aware of what constructs are spoken about to be the foundational framework of an idea, structure wise, and function wise is the purpose they serve in shaping our thoughts and our actions. So when we talk about constructs, we talk about race being a construct, we talk about religion being a construct, we talk about sexuality being a construct, gender, religion, fanaticism, what's your favorite ball team? All of these different constructs that are built for us to identify in, identify as, identify each other. Hmm? These ideas that we have. What religion are you? What's your culture? What's your race? Right? And so for me, when the constructs conversation comes up, it's always interesting. I always watch the room every time one of the or all of the constructs are explained and what they are and how people respond to that. Hmm? To call my race a construct. Oh, this is something you built up to identify as if you're black or white. But then to compare it to my religion, something that I decide to see as my form of worship, and then to compare it to my gender, whether I'm born a male or female, which I only bear witness to two genders. I'm not concerned with other people's constructs. Mine are my own, and that's the beauty of constructs. But for me, as I thought through these things and had individuals communicating to me about my constructs, as they said, and I began to think deeper in this and say, wait a minute, how could you call that mine as if I chose it? And so as I thought deeper into this, I said to myself, you know what, from my point of view, is missing out is are these man-made constructs or God-given constructs? And to me, that makes a difference. Because if we're saying constructs are something that are built, well, a house is built by man, but the beaches, the tides, caves, mountains, those are built for a lack of, let me see, inclusion wise, we'll say by God, right? That might be a construct to you, God and your higher power, right? The universe, the powers that be, not made by man. And to me, to place both of those things in the same bracket doesn't do justice to me. Remember, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. This is philosophy. You can either join in on this conversation, or you can avoid it. That's up to you. But for me, I see it as there are God-given constructs and there are man-made constructs. And it appears to be, from my point of view, that individuals who have a problem with with the God-given constructs try to place it into a bracket with man-made as if we can avoid these if we want to. We can get out of these. We can say that we do not bear witness to those. We do not live by those constructs. From my opinion, foolish you. Um, if I may, imagine a zebra telling a lion, hey, those are constructs. I don't see myself as a zebra. I do not accept those constructs that you're trying to put upon me. I am just God's nature creation. That's just like me and you. That's that. Imagine a zebra trying to communicate that to a lion. Let's be clear, it wouldn't happen. Because as the zebra is trying to explain that, it is not a zebra, it is a God created creature. The lion will be eating his ass up. So, from my point of view, there is a bracket that needs to be put in the middle of these constructs, which, as I'm saying, is the God-given constructs and the man-made constructs. Well, what do you mean, Seven? Which is which? Well, your gender is a God-given construct. You're either a male or a female. Your race is a God-given construct. You're black, you're white, you're thank you so much, Mexican, you're, you know, now individuals can say, well, what if your daddy is this and your mom is that? Well, then those would be the God-given constructs. And if you don't know what those are, that's fine too. Um, what else? Now, what are man-made constructs? Your sexuality, your religion, these are man-made. Uh, religion was not God-made. This is a man-made concept, construct. Um, um, your your culture, where you live at. What is that? Um, because when we speak about the lands, right? When we talk about the land, I go with that. Like when we talk about borders, the border of Tennessee to the border of another state. These are man-made constructs. These are something that cannot be solidified. They're not. They're not something that is. If no, that's the wrong word. But they're made up. We decide them on them. We decide on them, right? You know, for me personally, I didn't decide to be a man. I didn't decide to be black. And I cannot decide my children's race or my children's gender, right? So that's what I mean when I say that. So, and the reason I'm speaking on this is I had an individual tell me that from my observation was black, and that was a man that they don't bear witness to or accept those constructs. And it had me kind of like confused. And so, philosophy wise, in my mind, you can't decide whether you're black or not. And even if you want to decide that you are not black and that you're not a man, does that mean that others are going to see the same as you? Now, if I say I'm not a Muslim, there's nobody that can really dispute that. I'm not a Christian. Who can dispute that? I'm not a man. Individuals will explain to you, as I said before, from their own personal point of view or lack of acceptance, that they don't bear witness to that. Which takes me back to a zebra telling a lion, hey, listen, like imagine you are a black man who does not accept those constructs, and you're riding around in a racist town and you get pulled over by the police. Do we honestly think that me not observing or accepting this construct is going to change the fact that they are going to treat you a certain way, that they're going to disrespect you, that they're going to put you into a certain bracket? I don't think that saying that I don't accept or see that is going to change the outcome of the situation that goes on. And another thing that made me speak on this was that I've observed where individuals who speak to say that they don't accept these constructs still have opinions on individuals within them. For me, when I am not a woman. Not accepting the construct is not the same as knowing they exist. If it exists, you better be aware. Well, not just the existence of it, but the existence that you belong to it. That's why I said a God-given construct and a man-made construct. Your race is not a man-made construct. You know what I'm saying? To say I don't accept that I'm black, I don't accept that I'm a man, does not change what I would call what I would call the fact that you are. However, me being a man, it's not up to me to speak on what a woman is or isn't. It's not up to me to say, oh, women are this and women are that, right? Observation wise, and how I feel like women, da 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 da. I feel like some women, da 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 da, right? Um, but I'm saying this because somebody that I bear witness to being black said, well, the Condor container went a lot smoother this time because there was not as many black people, and so there was not as much trauma to have to work through. And I felt some type of way about that. Like, if you don't bear witness to being black, then how can you speak on a race of people and say that they have more trauma to work through than white people? Um, I felt like I had to really think this through for a few days, and now I'm actually verbalizing this. Now, one thing about me, everybody is due their own opinions. They're due how they see things, how they feel. So I'm not one to take things to people. This is somebody says self is the measuring stick of the world. I don't know who that is, but shout out to you, because y'all know that's one of my favorite quotes. It's not up to me to take these things to people. Just because I feel some type of way or I'm triggered, don't mean I'm supposed to go check this person or, oh, Remy, shout out, brethren, or go and correct this person or anything. But I will make an observation, and on my own platform, I'm speaking on it. So I'm saying to myself, wait a minute, you tell me that you don't bear witness to being black. You don't accept that construct. You don't. No, I'm much more than that. So I don't take that into my own reality. So you don't see yourself as black, but then you'll sit here and say, well, the construct approach container went smoothly because it wasn't as many black people, so we didn't have as much trauma and bullshit to work through. Well, what the fuck you know about our trauma and bullshit if you not black? Now I can say that was some racist shit to say. Or is it not? I don't know. But me being a black man, I feel like that somebody that's non-black saying that is improper. Let me just be clear. I think that that's a very improper statement. That's like me saying it wasn't as many women there, so we didn't have as much bullshit and trauma to work through. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. It sounds kind of disrespectful. Now let me be clear. This is what I mean when I say that individuals who will say that they don't accept these constructs upon themselves, you have trauma. To say I'm not a man when you have a penis, I'm not black when your skin is dark as mine, or anything else that is a clear observation, in my mind, you have trauma that you don't work with yet. You have, you have trauma that you have not worked through. I myself pay attention when people say things like, accept me for who I am, when they themselves do not accept themselves for who they are. So we can talk about constructs and identities and things of this all we want. But for me personally, remember, this is philosophy. I'm on my platform, and I invite anybody who wants to debate these things to come and feel free. But for me, when there are clear God-given constructs that you are trying to say that you don't bear witness to or you don't accept them as yourself, this, to me, you cannot ask me to accept you for who you identify as when there are given identifications that you are avoiding. What's his name? Caitlyn Jenner. I am perfectly fine with anybody wanting to decide how they live their life. But one thing that you won't make me do is you won't make me alter my observation for what I call facts. I would not refer to Caitlyn Jenner, Kim Kardashian's stepfather, as a woman. I would accept him and not accept. I would refer to him as a transsexual woman, right? What's that one chick? I forget her name. But the white lady who identifies as black. She identifies as black. And I would say that. Oh, yeah, her right there. She identifies. I'm not going to call her a black woman. No, I would not. I'm not going to refer to her as a black woman. I would refer to her as, the white woman who identifies as black. This is what I mean when I'm talking about God-given constructs and man-made constructs. You made that house. That's fine. I'm not going to refer to the banks or the beach as something else because it makes you more comfortable to refer to it as, or you see. No. God made that the way that it is. And now, let me just be clear. When we talk about these things, I always say that words and communication are meant for understanding. That's why when people talk about, this silly ass American language, I'm not going to say this, I'm going to say that. Okay, well, we have accepted because it's an understanding. When we talk about language, I understand what was just said. When you start altering things to how you feel, it changes or it fucks up because there's no understanding. I'm not about to tell my child, you're a white woman when you're clearly a black man. And I'm not going to tell my child you're a whatever the name you made up to make you feel comfortable because you're not comfortable being a black man. I am a black man. You see me? I'm a man, right? I'm black. This is something. If I was walking down the street, butt ass nigga, fuck all the clothes and shit. Butt ass nigga, penis hanging out, dark skin, it's a black man. When I say, I don't identify that as that, so I need everybody else in the world to call me whatever the fuck I just made up to make myself feel comfortable. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not understanding where we're going with this. I'm not understanding what you're talking about. You got a penis and your skin is dark. Now, I would refer to you as what you want to be referred to as far as your name or this and that, but I'm not going to call you, I'm not gonna fall into these man-made vocabularies. This is where I'd be like, I just won't call you at all. You're confusing me and you're confusing others. This is why I always say, see, and let me just be clear. This is why I always say I don't really fall in line with what they call where everybody lives together and everybody is like all in one. Nah, I don't. I feel like if you have a religion, then you and all of the people of your religion should be comfortable within your religion. If you have a sexuality, you and all the people should be comfortable in that sexuality. If you have a race, you and all of those people should be comfortable in that. You know what makes it uncomfortable is when other people tell you, I'm not that, I'm this, and I need you to accept me and to refer to me as. Now we trying to change the comfortability of all of those who have an understanding and acceptance. I feel like if you are something different and you want that to be a accepted term, an accepted idea, and then to go where all of those people are. Build you your own community of whatever the name you made up, whatever the concepts you made up that you want each other to refer. I don't have to do it. And to tell me I'm homophobic because I don't, to tell me I'm racist because I don't, to tell me I'm anything outside of who I am, now look who's being uninclusive. God-given constructs are what you are. Artificial constructs are your beliefs or your understanding about what you are. Beliefs are not truths, and so I agree with your philosophy, Sensei. Peace. Thank you for posting that like that. I like how you put that. God-given constructs are what you are. Artificial constructs are your beliefs and understandings of how you identify with yourself. And that's what I'm saying. If you have a tendency to avoid who you are for whatever traumatic reason that you want to avoid what you are, that is on you. That's not on me. That's not on me. I, and y'all can be mad about it. You can see however you want. I come from the generation where there were two races, male and female. Now, there were also what we call genetic disorders where some people are born with both parts, hermaphrodites. And if you are that, then that's what you are, right? See how I'm saying these? These are things that, to me, can't be disputed. We already have these concepts. So now this new age, I want you to call me what I identify as. No, I'm not. I don't give a fuck. You identify as black. You both your parents are white people from, where was they, Connecticut or some shit. Man, when I see Rachel Doze, I think was her name. Rachel Doze or Days, right? No. I think that that's disrespect. Let me just be clear. I think it's very disrespectful. If I want to do some surgery and make my eyes do this and then bleach my skin and walk around talking about and I don't even really speak the goddamn language, but I'm telling y'all, refer to me as Japanese or Korean or Chinese. You know what that is? It's fucking disrespectful to that culture. That's what it is. For a man to walk around with his dick strapped down the back to his booty hole, motherfucking implants, 6'4", mustache and beard, talking about call me ma'am. I am a woman. I think it's disrespectful to women. A woman walking around with a strap on, talking about what's up, my homie, call me a man. I think it's disrespectful. You can identify as whatever you want to identify. Remember, that's your choice. But I'm telling you, me personally, I think that shit disrespectful. Rachel Doze or whatever the fuck her name is, she gets no respect from me. I don't give a fuck what you identify as. You're not a black person. You're not. And this whole idea that homosexuality is the new black, that phrase in itself pisses me off. It makes me mad. Let me be clear, the LGBTQ community, do they have their own plight? Hell yeah. Do they have violence against them? Hell yeah. Do they have all of this shit? Yes. However, it's a choice. What do you mean? How could you say that? I'm going to tell you how to say that. For me to walk around and say, hey, I like having sex in women's booty holes. The only way I like to have sex with women is anally. Hmm? And I need you to be comfortable with that and accept me for. Wait, why the fuck is how you have sex got anything to do with me? When did your sexual actions become something that we're supposed to identify you as? Tell me when I'm wrong. Stop. I always tell y'all, stop me when I'm wrong. Tell me where I'm wrong. Stop me when I'm lying. How I had sex with somebody is now how you have to identify. You are a man that likes having sex with men. That's your motherfucking business. To tell me I'm treating you outside of such because I know that. Well, how the fuck did I know that? Why should I know that? Why should I know that you like having sex with men? Why should I know that as a woman, you like having sex with women? What the fuck business is it of mine and my motherfucking children? This is the problem that I have. As a black man, when I go and walk to the fucking post office, I can't say, oh shit, I'm walking through a motherfucking racist town. Let me take my black off. Let me identify as white today. I can't do that. No matter where the fuck I go, I'm black. And if they want to refer to me as a nigga, that's what they gonna do. And if they want to hang my black ass, they want to put me in jail, they want to discriminate against me, there's nothing that I can do about it. But as a homosexual, you have all of the motherfucking power to keep your motherfucking shit to your motherfucking self. So no, homosexuality is not the new fucking black. No, it's not. It's the new, I want some attention. You're asking for people to pay attention to you because of your sexuality. They're discriminating against me. How the fuck they even know? How the fuck did they even know? Because you want to act other than self. You want to present yourself other than self. And that's fine. But don't come over here fucking with me because I can see who and what you are. You have the option to let that be seen. So to say, I don't want to be discriminated against, then keep that to yourself. But when you want to make it very clear to everybody what you are, well, guess what? Welcome to the new black. You want to make it clear to everybody what you are, then you are open to discrimination. You're open to opinions. You're open to funny looks, just like I am when I walk around in this white ass town. I'm at the post office and this lady, I walk in and she turns like to the side, like I gotta keep my eye on this motherfucker. Yeah, what I'm supposed to do? Take my shit off? I can't know unless you tell me. Keep your shit private. This is urban philosophy. This is me adding to the idea of constructs. This is me giving my opinion on how I see these things and individuals casting judgment. Casting judgment. The Condor approach went smoothly because there was less black people, so we didn't have as much bullshit and trauma to work through. Wow. That's an interesting concept right there. It's an interesting concept. And I had to really sit with that shit. And I had to really think through that shit. You know? It's amazing to me how individuals will verbalize certain things. That mirror turns around real quick. It's easy for individuals to speak on other individuals. Who am I to say that black people got more trauma than white people? Because we was enslaved? Well, shit. You know how many white people are bothered because they was goddamn slave owners? Because their people placed this bullshit, the murders, the rapes, the separations, the violations. You don't think that they got trauma to work through? You know how many white people are bothered because they fucking white? Because they know that they people's the ones? So to take up an idea that, oh, black people's the only motherfuckers with traumas, first see yourself as black before you can make a statement like that. If you don't accept yourself as a black person, then don't speak on what black people go through and what they think and what they feel. Because me personally, I think as a black person to say you don't identify as black, let me tell you what I think. I think that's called self-hatred. To say you're not a black man when you clearly a black man, I think that that's self-hatred. And if you hate yourself because you black, what you saying to me? What you saying to me? I don't see race. You don't? You don't see race? Yeah, all right. It's like a zebra saying, I don't see species. When the lions walk up, I just keep drinking my water. I ain't tripping on bullshit. Bullshit. Let that zebra tell that lion he not a zebra. I don't identify as that. I'm so much more than a zebra. Yeah, bitch, you lunch. Yeah, bitch, you lunch. See? Yeah, I was bothered by that shit. At first, I was like, well. And then the more I thought about it, I'm like, wait a minute. And then the more I thought about it, I was like, wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait. Hold on. 1 minute here. Men who don't see themselves as men, what are they saying about men? I won't accept the fact that I'm a man. I don't live by that construct. Well, why not? Let me ask you, why not? Why should I have a problem accepting myself as a man unless I have a problem with men? Why would I have a problem accepting myself as black unless I have a problem with blacks? Look, all facts are speaking today, but that smoothie looking good as hell. Hey, it is good as hell. It is good as hell. Here we go. And listen, let me just go ahead and add on to that. Now I think I've spoken on the constructs and touching on that and all of this. What is that shit called? Stereotypes. Stereotypes don't come from nowhere. Stereotypes weren't made up. Stereotypes are not racist. I don't see it as that. I think that they are generalizations, but I don't think that they come from nowhere. I've worked with Mexicans. They are some hard-working motherfuckers, and they do take a lot of damn jobs. I've been around black people. They do love some fried chicken and watermelon. I've hung out with white people. Most of them can't dance. Mexicans, they like beans. You know what I'm saying? We was having these conversations about racism and seeing things, and it's like, as a black man, I just gotta say, man, just because somebody don't like something about you don't mean they racist. Just because somebody observes something about you don't mean that they racist. You know what I'm saying? I had a conversation, and facts, I love watermelon. This guy, he disrespected me, and I felt some type of way about it. And so I was like, I'm gonna assault this dude. You know, the next time I see him, I'm gonna assault him. Right? Hey, I don't like watermelon either. So, yeah, I mean, I'm with you on that. I don't either. That's why I said they're generalizations. But this guy disrespected me, and so I'm like, next time I see him, I'm going to assault him. And so next time I seen him, I was in a container where it was respectable. I'm in other people's places. It was like, I'm holding myself back. And I was very upset because I always keep my word bond. And I felt like I wasn't keeping my word bond to myself. And so I spoke with some friends about this. And I'm like, yo, I really wanted to beat the shit out of that dude. You know what I'm saying? And so one of my friends told me, well, you can't do that. I said, what you mean I can't? Well, because he's gay. The fuck that got to do with it? Because if you beat him up, then it's going to be considered a hate crime. Wait a fucking minute. What are you talking about? I'm not beating him up because he's gay. I'm beating him up because he's disrespectful. You understand what I'm saying? And it was like, yeah, but that's kind of homophobic. And it's like, that's not fucking homophobic. And that's I was like, if I said your mama fat as hell and your wife is a bitch and a motherfucker punched me, oh, he racist, he punched me. White guy punched me. He not punching me because I'm fucking black. He punched me because I disrespected his mama and his wife. You know what I'm saying? And this bullshit is really bothering me. And this is where I was like, yo, this is the LGBTQ community is very turning some bullies. They turn into some bullies, like, we untouchable. No, you're not. And I don't give a fuck. I'm going to walk around, let you take dick in the booty if you a man, let you eat on some twat if you a woman. That's cool. Matter of fact, ladies, we got some of the same motherfucking interests. High five. You know what I'm saying? I don't give a fuck. But if I can give you freedom in who you are and be all-inclusive in your actions and your choices, then those actions and choices is inclusive in disrespect. You can't tell me any heterosexual man that disrespect me, I could beat him up. But if he's a homosexual, I can't hit him because he's gay, and now it's considered a hate crime. Fuck you. Fuck you and 4 motherfuckers who look like you. I'm so tired of this shit. We was in a container, and a motherfucker gonna tell me, I'm like, yo, like, if I don't want to deal with you, do business with you, whatever, because of the way you act, the way you conduct yourself, this and that, I don't want you in my establishment. I want to tell me, well, you know that the homosexual community is deeper than da-da-da-da-da, and all we got to do is boycott you and fuck up your business. And fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. Fuck y'all. If that's how you see shit, fuck y'all. You not finna goddamn bully me because you motherfuckers is deep. I want to be very clear. I'm inclusive of everybody. So what that means is if you start threatening me, you start disrespecting me, you start coming at me out of pocket, fuck you. Like I would say, fuck anybody else. I don't have no fear of you motherfuckers because y'all deep, because y'all stole half the goddamn alphabet, the rainbow, and butterflies. Fuck you and 4 motherfuckers who look like you. And I don't got no problem saying that. Motherfuckers be scared to say some shit to motherfucker because he a homosexual. I'm not saying it because you a homosexual. I'm saying it because you fucking threatening me. Fuck you. Kiss my... No, never mind. So I just want to be clear about that shit. Like, inclusive means inclusive. There's always a reason to assault anybody. And to add on to that, violence. 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 I was enjoying the Condor approach this week when they spoke on violence. And they were speaking on it because everybody likes to, like when I was talking about being upset about this motherfucker disrespecting me and wanting to assault him. Somebody said, oh, so you're going to just be the angry black guy, the violent black guy? Like, wait a minute, why are you putting those things together? Why couldn't it just been the violent guy? Like, why you add the black part in there, right? Like, oh, I'm violent because I'm black. No, I'm a man. Men are aggressive. Well, that's an opinion. Some of us are. Man, wish I was there, King. Yo, me too, Lord. Me too. But the like as if me responding to disrespect now makes me the angry, violent black guy. And I liked how they spoken about it, that disrespect is violence. Calling somebody out somebody's name, there is emotional abuse. Like I always speak about this with male and female relationships and interactions. Emotional abuse and verbal abuse is as bad as physical abuse. It's just that some people tend to pick one of them over the other. Women might not be as physically strong as a man, so they're not going to go to physical abuse as quickly, but they'll resort to emotional abuse, which they are the mothers of men. So, yeah, that shit means more. A motherfucking man saying something to me out of pocket don't mean as much as a woman saying something to me out of pocket. Just like a man swinging on me is different than a woman swinging on me. I accept a motherfucking man swinging on me because I'm going to knock his ass the fuck out. I'm going to respond with that shit. You understand what I'm saying? But it's still abuse. And emotional and verbal abuse is also violent. So don't tell me that when I receive some fucking violence and I respond to it, that I'm an angry, violent black man. See, this is the type of shit that I was coming and encountering, and now I'm supposed to conduct myself as a civilized man while you motherfuckers violate me, violate my constructs, violate my life, violate my reality. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you and four motherfuckers who look just like you. Every time you say, fuck the four motherfuckers who look like you, I imagine the kids sitting there making stank faces. What do you say fuck me for? Oh, shit. Violent acts can vary. It's not just physical. Yo, peace. Thank you. Let me be clear. When I say fuck you and four motherfuckers who look like you, it could be your children. But that's what I'm saying about when I am being violated. Y'all not giving a fuck about me and mine. Y'all not giving a fuck about people who look like me. You not giving a fuck about people who identify like me. You not giving a fuck about my peoples who are little me's. So fuck you and four motherfuckers who look just like you. Whether they be your same race, sex, creed, identifications, or your little motherfucking children. Why? Because like once it gets to that point, that's how I feel. That's how I feel. Like we really not. That's why I'm very big on respect. I tell people I'm very big on respect. Like I respect everybody. I don't give a fuck who you are, what your race is, what your fucking color, what your sexual orientation, how you identify, I respect you. I ain't gotta agree with you. I ain't gotta do what the fuck you want me to do. I ain't gotta do none of that shit. But I respect you. And for me being a black man, peace, King, my respect is important to me. A lot of people, they respect ain't important to them. You know why? Because they didn't have to do shit for it. Some of y'all was born and got your motherfucking respect. Some of y'all come up in communities where motherfuckers look like you, and so respect was given. Some of y'all was born and live in a community where people don't look like you, and your respect was given. Guess what? Not me. I had to fight and lay down my life for my motherfucking respect. All my life. From growing up in Colorado Springs, Detroit, going through the military, I've laid down my life for you all to have your motherfucking freedoms to say what you want, to walk around how you want. Y'all didn't give me that shit. I fought for that shit. So therefore, I fought for mine too. I ain't just fight for your motherfucking freedoms. I fought for mine. I didn't just fight for your motherfucking respects. I fought for mine. Did you? Oh, because if you didn't, then what the fuck make you think that I'm gonna give you access to my shit for free? That's what I've been feeling over the past week with all this bullshit going on. Well, let me be clear. I have fought for mine and yours, and I will continue to. That's all my community. That's all my peoples. I bully the bullies. I don't give a fuck where I was at and what was popping off. There's literally, check my motherfucking resume. I ain't just talking. Riding down the street, motherfucking 11, 12 o'clock, Johnson City. Big motherfucker beating the shit out of this woman. I'm jumping out the fucking car like, no, the fuck you won't. Living in Detroit. I forgot to, right off Quincy Street. My neighbor upstairs beating the shit out of this woman. I'm hearing it. I went and banged on the fucking door. When he opened the door, come on with me, shorty. You want to hit some more? Get through me first. I've jumped on motherfucking when bullets is being sprayed. I've broken into motherfucking houses while they on fire to get motherfuckers out. I have laid down my life repeatedly for motherfuckers I don't know to protect motherfuckers. Motherfuckers getting bullied and fucked with because of who they are. Homosexuals included. When I was in the military, nah, that shit ain't going down like that, son. So I'm saying that across the fucking board, I can't think of a construct that I have not fought to protect. So what the fuck make you think I won't fight for mine regardless of who or what the fuck you are? Open your motherfucking eyes and ears. This is all inclusive, not just for you or for you, not just for white women or white men, black women, homosexuals, motherfucking whatever other Creek races, whatever other identificating factors. I bully the bullies, man. Fuck them. Leave them people alone, man. The fuck on. Leave them people alone. But that includes me. Leave me the fuck alone. Leave my people the fuck alone. Don't come speaking reckless on my motherfucking people. I feel good. I said that in the beginning. I want to be clear. I'm not mad. I'm not angry. A lot of people misunderstand passion. Well, you must be mad. Fuck you mean I'm mad? You ain't seeing me mad. When I'm mad and enraged, you'll know it. You'll know it. I be ready to poke a motherfucker up. And that's another thing. Stop acting like just every time somebody results to a motherfucking physical abuse that it's about killing somebody. I'm trained. I know the difference in checking a motherfucker and killing a motherfucker. I know how to stab a motherfucker up and leave him alive. Sometimes you just got to teach a motherfucker. You just got to check a motherfucker. That's like saying when your children do something wrong and you pop their ass, oh, you beat the shit. Nah, the fuck, shut up. If you don't know violence and the difference in violence, aggression, and checking a motherfucker, then you should not be doing it. I'm very aware of the differences. I know how to pop a motherfucker. I know how to check a motherfucker. I know how to correct them. I know how to motherfucking put it on a motherfucker. I know how to teach somebody a lesson. And I know how to take a motherfucker off this planet. They all different things. Just because you're not aware of it, don't put that bullshit on somebody else. Pop you in your motherfucking mouth because I'm checking your ass. Just like I check one of my motherfucking kids. Pop you dead off in your shit. Because I'm trained. What they say, if you're not trained in this, don't do it. I'm trained with explosives. If you're not trained in that, you don't need to be fucking with them. Don't do that. Earthquakes are caused by the Son of Man experimenting with high explosives. Some of them experimenting and they don't know what the fuck they doing. And they cause the earth to quake. But those that are trained and taught in that, they know what they're doing. They know how to bring down one building in the midst of all of this shit downtown. One building. Trade Towers, Twin Towers. That wasn't an inside job. Yes, it was. I'm a combat engineer. Let me tell y'all something. That shit was not brought down by no motherfucking planes. motherfucking beams was like that. That's how you plant the motherfucking explosives on the beams so that they implode on themselves. Furthermore, why did building number 7 fall? Never mind, we getting off the fucking subject. We going way too far. But I had to just throw that shit out there to let y'all know what I'm saying by that. If you don't know what you're doing, then don't do it. But don't be motherfucking talking about a motherfucker who do. I'm trained and I know how to do these things. So if I just happen to have to do some shit happened to be done. Because there's a lot of motherfuckers, it's a reason to hit everybody. There's always a reason to hit anybody. No, there's no reason. Yes, there is. If you ain't trained in that, then don't worry about it. If you anti-violent, that's cool. That's cool. You against nature. What? What you mean, what? If you anti-violent, you are against nature. Nature is violent. Pay attention to nature. You'll speak about violence. What about that lion when he told that motherfucking zebra? Was he a violent lion? Oh, the lion is so violent. No, the fuck, he's a fucking lion. That's nature. That's nature. And a lot of y'all are oblivious. That's why you have motherfuckers being in places they ain't got no business doing shit that they ain't got no business doing, getting their ass ate the fuck up. Getting your ass ate the fuck up. Oh, the lion was violent, but you out there shooting a motherfucker from 1,000 fucking miles away. Well, 1,000 meters, whatever, if you a good shot. See, that's why I'm not really even quick with the guns, because I think that's some punk shit. You know what I'm saying? Talking to my military buddy, they talk about boar hunting with knives. What? Boar hunting with knives. Fuck all that shooting shit. That's some punk shit. Shooting shit is punk shit. That's how I feel. Shoot what? Get up close and personal. Stick it in the mother. Give them the ability to fight back, to stab back, to do something that. It's not violent. That's nature. Let me just stop now before y'all start seeing me in the wrong way. I love y'all. And tell somebody you love them in the language they can understand it in. Peace.